now the moment you've all been waiting for. The royal hostess with the mostest. The queen bee with the money, honey.
BeePlus.
That's right. And it's time you all bow to the real queen bee.
Here she comes, the most beautiful bee in the universe.
You're stealing all the bees just because you're jealous?
No, that's just a bonus. My actual plan is to capture all the queens. Their hives will then have no choice but to follow me.
All right. Hello. Welcome, everybody. It is, I am at my scheduled time for when I was going to go live. And I didn't even feel like going live today. I have not had a great day. Today has been a really bad day. But I don't want to bring that here because that is not for YouTube. But, I wanted to come on here. And I figured once I came on here, I'd feel better. And this, it's one of those things, when you don't want to leave the house. But, you actually get yourself up and you get yourself to go to whatever event you were dreading, and then you have a good time. I think this will be kind of similar. It's just today has been crazy, and I'm going to do this without crying, but it doesn't matter. My whole world is, I can't even say this without crying. Oh my God. No, never mind. All right, let's just continue with this. And guys, if you believe in the power of prayer, if you want to send some prayers my way, my family's way, that would be great. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. And if you want to send your good thoughts and wishes that Domino comes home, because it's now been 3 days since we've seen him, and he is an outdoor cat. So to be fair, I mean, he lives inside, outside, but it worries me when I don't see him for several days. And that just adds to my everything going on in my life. But welcome, everybody. So hello. Hi, Gary and Bryn and Ninja Mama and Shalima. Hello, Amber. So I have this on subscribers only because I don't know if I'm going to have any mods available at this time. But that's okay because I feel like I can handle it myself if I have to. Because this isn't going to be like a super, super drama live. I don't think I can do it right now. I will address the one thing that I wanted to address here, because hi Mimi, hi Earthbound Spirit, welcome, thank you so much, guys. I don't want to come on here and cry because that is the last thing I figured. If I come on here I can distract myself, but yeah, my entire, I can't do this. All right, my entire world's just been thrown on its on its side. It's all right. So we're gonna have some fun instead. Hi Barb, hi Carrie. But yeah, so in terms of the drama stuff, I haven't been, like I said, I've been very busy today and dealing with my own stuff. So I don't know if anything necessarily went on. I know that somebody texted me really late last night and let me know that Natasha was on some sort of rampage last night. I didn't get to hear it, and it seems to be gone now, which, surprise, surprise. But I find it comical at this point, that the emails that I get and the stuff. But I'm going to say right now, to the person who sent me the email threatening to dox me and my entire family, and to reach out to my friends and family, what I say to you is you go right ahead. You do what you feel that you need to do, but just be prepared for the consequences when you do so. You're not going to find any information on me that I haven't already put out publicly myself. You're going to be very disappointed. You're wasting your time, and you're bothering people that don't have anything to do to YouTube and don't want to talk to you. So that's what I have to say on that. But I think this person is just empty threats. I know who it is. I'm fairly confident. So, this person just likes to talk. I don't even think they probably remember half the shit that they send. I'd hate to be the person that looks in their, sent file afterwards, because I bet they'd be real embarrassed at themselves, honestly, because I'm embarrassed for them that they would just send emails like this, but that's okay. So yeah, I kind of wanted to just check in and talk and see what everybody's up to tonight and distract myself from the absolute nightmare that I hope I wake up from. But I know I'm not going to, because it's real life. But so yeah, I wanted to play a game with all of you in a minute. I'm going to give a couple people some time to come in. And actually, I'm going to turn a light on, so give me 1 second. If you hear Shark Week in the background, it's because I have Shark Week on here. But hold on, guys. I'm going to go turn a light on. Okay. All right. So I ordered some books because I was like, I was looking at it, I'm like, what would be something fun that I can play with the audience, like in between talking about stuff, that we can kind of have like conversations about. And I was like, what better than like Would You Rather? So I ordered one and it ended up being like, a family friendly one. And I'm like, all right, some of these are okay, but I really wanted like the adult one. So I got that one and it arrived today. So I'm very excited to do that. So I have a bunch of questions for everybody. Apparently, there's like a point system to it, but I don't know how we could possibly do that on here. Um, but I'm going to try. But I hope everybody is having a good weekend so far. It's so insanely hot here that just like adds to everybody's misery, I think. But I think it's supposed to cool down. I hope it's supposed to cool down. I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on. I hope so. I sure hope so. But yes, so I don't think I see anybody else new in the chat so I can say hello to. So I think I said hello to everybody. So what are you all up to this weekend? Anybody doing anything fun? I know I certainly am not. I'm I'm just trying to get through each and every day. But some of these questions are so stupid. Like I don't even know why. Maybe it's for kids. I don't know. But I wanted to make up some of my own like YouTube related ones. So if anybody has any good ones, feel free to send them my way. Let's see. So while I'm trying to get myself situated, I came on here because I just needed somebody to talk to. Waiting for football again. Are you like across the pond? So is football or is football soccer where you are? I'm not sure. I'm not sure where you're from, Gary, but I don't even know when like soccer like in the UK season is. That's how like out of touch I am with all of that. Your nephew's sixth birthday party tomorrow. Oh, that's exciting. I hope you have a great time doing that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Although, yeah, that's a good age. The kids aren't too screechy at that point. But I know that like when there's a like little toddlers and there's a birthday party, because actually I live within ear range of like a daycare, and oh my god, sometimes I'm just like, these children are gonna drive me up a wall. Relaxing, it's really hot. I want to go to the beach really badly. I might just go up and do it by myself, even if nobody wants to come with me, because the beach is my happy place. So if I can go, like obviously Shark Week starts tomorrow. Although if you have Discovery Plus, they have some stuff uploaded already. One of the documentaries they have uploaded is actually about not too far from where I live, about the great white problem, and about the fact that now that the seals have been like Endangered Species Act in the 70s, now the seals have like exploded in population. So it's like some people are angry about it, and there's good arguments both ways. I don't really know if there's an easy solution, but I've always wanted to see a great white, so I might actually drive over to the Cape at some point and see if I can see one with my own eyes for real life in real life. That's like my ultimate bucket list. You expect screeching at a 6-year-old? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. The beach at midnight dryer's broken. Oh, I hate the laundromat. I do. I'm so glad I actually have a laundry in my house, but it's in the kitchen. So when you turn on the dryer, it heats the whole house up. It sucks. And like I don't even want to cook anything. I got stuff to make like sandwiches and stuff, which I'll eat after I get off of here. But like I said, I wanted to check in. I didn't want to let anybody down and not come on. I didn't want to do anything like that. Plus, it's probably good for me to talk to somebody. Um, but yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. It's just like I've if I'm not around recently, it's well, especially after today, it's because I'm dealing with my entire life being turned upside down on the drop of a dime, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll figure it out because I'm resilient, and that's what we do as adults. We figure it out, right? But yes, let's see. What can I had something I wanted to play for you all today, and hopefully I can go look through this real quick. Hold on. I think you guys can still hear me, even though no, we don't want to listen to that. No. What is going on? How do you get out of here? Let's see. Do you guys want to laugh at me? Let's have some good laughs today, shall we, guys? I want to laugh today. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to find something that we can laugh at. We can laugh at me singing. We could do that. I don't know how many of you guys saw. So Country Joe did how Country Joe does like covers of stuff. So Country Joe had done a cover of the song Bitch by Meredith Brooks, but she rewrote it so it sounded, it was about Natasha. And I heard that song and I heard her version and I was so impressed with it that I was like, you know what? I want to try my luck and see if I can do it. And I can't sing to save my life. I can play any instrument you put in front of me, but when it comes to singing, not even going to happen. Um, and since I was sick, like I can't even sing, like I get out of breath. It's just really horrible. But I decided I wanted to try my luck, so I rewrote just the chorus and like the end part to it. Um, and because the verses she wrote, I can't compete with that. I've tried. I've been looking at it for a while, and I'm trying to write the verses to it, and I can't do it. But I did write the end part, and I don't know how many people saw it because YouTube was giving me a hard time about it. It kept closing off my comment section, and I kept having to turn it back on manually, even though I didn't turn the comments off. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with my YouTube, but I've been having that issue a lot, which is really weird. But I'm gonna embarrass myself because if you can't laugh at yourself, who can you? You saw it, Mimi? Okay. But for anybody who didn't or who listens on the replay, I am gonna, yeah, Earthbound Spirit. There definitely are, and singing is not my forte. It is not something I'm good at. It is, when I was a kid, I used to think I was good at it, but then, when reality hits you and you realize you're not good at all the things your parents told you were good at, and then you kind of like self-aware of it. But I want to play it for you guys so we can all get a laugh out of it, even me. But it's gonna give me a hard time finding this. Hold on, guys. Dun dun dun. Let's see. Hope it's like gonna cool down where everybody's at. I mean, it's been so hot here, and it is so annoying. I'm getting like really tired of it. Um, where my videos? Okay, hold on, guys. Why does it do this to me? Okay, so if I open this, right? All right. Let's see. If I view this on YouTube, and pause it immediately so I don't sound like a dying cat. But yeah, so I want CJ to my voice could be an instrument, Earthbound Spirit. It could. Um, it's not one I know how to play though, and I'm not used to that. I'm usually very musically inclined, just not with singing. Hi, Nightmare. Good to see you. But I'm gonna play so we can all make fun of me for it because I need to make fun of myself. But I want just don't focus on my bad singing and focus on the lyrics that I rewrote for it because I'm pretty proud of myself. So I'm hoping that CJ agrees that maybe we can collab. Maybe we can put your version together and my version. And oh, are you really? That's awesome, Earthbound Spirit. That's awesome. I thought about it when I was doing because I used to play in a band. So I mean, when I was doing that and I was like really thinking I wanted to be serious about a musical career, I thought about it, but then I was like, you know what? I don't know if it would even make a difference. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. All right. Let me play it for you guys because we can all laugh. I could use a laugh. Let's see. Be kind. Don't be too mean to me today. All right. Let's see. Okay. Ready, guys? Let's do this. That NC's gone, she's back up, yelling and screaming. It's really not cool, you do what you do, but the rest of us are crazy. You're the thief, you're a liar, sit all day, and you're the climber, never giving a mistake. You're the PayPal pulls the brakes, sit online all the time. And say it with a true crime, and we all know you just streamed WFLA. You're a bitch, you're a sleaze, take it from your subs and you make a murder, make them suffer. As long as the casino fund is covered for real life all the time. And then try to deny, and you're so funny everywhere that you say. I was proud of myself, guys. I was proud of myself. I was proud. I was like, you know what? There we go. That's me singing. Um, I was really proud of that. I was like, you know what? I spent a lot of time. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Earthbound Spirit. I don't mind some. Hi, Red Door Woman. Good to see you. I don't. I take constructive criticism well. No, it's okay. I don't know how to sing, but I do play guitar pretty well. I did post a picture of myself. I mean, not picture, video of myself playing guitar. So I plan to do more of that too, because I do have a lot of talents. I actually I'm pretty decent at some things, and I'd love to share that with everybody. I don't just come on here and make stupid videos all the time. Um, although I need to put out more videos. I know everybody likes the videos and whatnot, but I figured I wanted to come on and talk to people about some stuff and just kind of just see where everyone's at with everything. I mean, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to the stuff that goes on here on YouTube, it's just like this never-ending cycle of people, reacting to other people, reacting to them, reacting to somebody else, and it's crazy. And it's and part of me is like, oh, you, thank you, Johnny. I appreciate you saying that. I've been playing for a while. I mean, definitely, I took lessons when I was 10 and till 13, and then I've kind of taught myself since that. I mean, I definitely play I play very sloppy. I know that, but a lot of that's because I don't cut my nails as long as they, I get my nails done, so I don't always have them cut as short as I should to play like, less sloppy. But, that's my decision and my choice. It is what it is. But, I feel like when it comes to, the drama and stuff, and I know that Natasha's been like, well, you guys can't stop talking about me, and I'm not even there, but she is here, and she keeps having these channels, or if she's not on channels, she is on channels. Um, but I want to know, genuinely want to know what I did, what I, B plus Emma, did to deserve like the amount of the emails that I've been getting lately. It baffles me. It baffles me. These people want to like, bully people and say that, our community is like really terrible and we go after people and it's not, subs are tired of it and whatever. But the thing about it is that I've seen more kindness over on this side of the fence than I have anywhere else. On this side of the fence, I've seen tons of proof to support people's arguments. I've seen very little over there. And people want to come at me, but they're coming at me, threatening me. I make videos and I call people out and I call people names and I can be a bitch and I can be mean and I can do all of, I can behave like an asshole. That's fine. But what I'm not doing is I'm not going real life on people. I'm not going real life on people. I'm not, contacting people's friends and family. I'm not threatening to do that. I'm not even bothering the people that, come after me. Yet they still feel the need to take the time out of their day to write emails about how they're, gonna, I'm sorry, there was a date that was given too. And I get these messages it's like TikTok, this many days until B plus is exposed, or, whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck are you even talking about? I am tame in comparison, Gary. I know. I mean, it makes you wonder. I just think it's silly. Like I mean, if that's what they're going to do, let them do it. Let them do it. You want to call my family, you want to call my friends, or, try to figure out who's who. And I know where it's coming from. It's not Natasha, people. This is not, they are not at fault for this, although I don't know, it's probably a sign. But it's like, you're going to come at me for calling people names and like talking shit about people when the person who I'm talking about has done 1,000 times worse to me. So your logic makes no sense. Are you going to go after them for what they do when they eventually do it to you? Because they're going to do it to you. And I'm talking about Dorothy. She'll eventually do it to you. She turns on absolutely everybody. So it's only a matter of time when she wakes up one day and decides that, you're doing X, Y, and Z to her and that you're a problem and she needs to talk, she needs to go off on you for no reason. I mean, everybody's time is limited when it comes to her. We all know this. And don't be coming over here and asking for my sympathy when it does, because I know who's sending these emails. It's not one person, it's 3 of them. And I know exactly who they are, and I've told them so. In fact, most of the time I ignore it, but sometimes I decide that I'll want to like, say something back. And and sometimes I'm like, I shouldn't even bother and give them the time of day. but I do sometimes. I was really proud of one of my responses, honestly. I thought it was respectful, yet getting to the point. And, this is, they happen to catch me in a bad mood. So how did I write this? So basically, so my response to this, and I'll read it to you, was, and I know they're listening, so I know you've already read this, and that's, but I'm going to read it to everybody else too. I should read your emails out loud and post them, but I'm not going to give you that because you clearly like attention. But I wrote, this is my response. I wrote, cool story. Not sure what there is to expose about me, considering I have nothing to hide, no criminal record, no enemies in real life, unless you plan to expose that I'm an upstanding, well-educated, caring person. But okay, carry on with your crazy threats like I give a fuck. Any publicity is good publicity, so please get my channel out there. Mention me all you want. I'd love that. Can't wait to see what lies you come up with. I bet you're hoping there's something you could expose, but you can dig all you want. You won't find anything I'm ashamed of if you find anything at all. Clearly, you're an incredibly obsessed, unhinged person who no doubt struggles with severe mental illness, and I was raised to be kind to people like you, because you must really hate yourself or your life to do stuff like this. I'll admit, you do make it difficult to be nice, but I'm better than you, so I'm not over here making dumb email addresses to harass people I don't know on the internet. I know who you are too, so yeah, there's that. I know you're a joke. Have a wonderful weekend. There's my response to that. Yeah, I don't anymore, Gary, and it's a joke. It's more annoying than anything else. It's more annoying the fact that I have to have a conversation with my family and friends about the fact that, somebody might be contacting them. Nobody should be having to do that. Hey, Kathy. And that's the issue, is that too many people in this community have had to have that conversation with their family, their loved ones, and people in their employers and people in their lives, because people can't just shut the fuck up and stay on YouTube. You want to talk shit about me? You can email me all you want. I don't care. But don't contact my family. By the way, though, thank you for exposing yourself as likely being the person that probably called my parents 3 times. The first person, I've already said who that was, and I'm not going to repeat it because she and I have talked and she will never be doing that again. But the other 3 times, I was at a loss as to who had called, because my mom hung up on them. But I was at a loss for it, and now I'm starting to figure it out. I'm pretty sure it's one of these 3 people that had called my parents' landline, and that's very interesting to me. But I'm obsessed. Sure. I don't. That's a logic that doesn't make sense. I don't know if that makes sense to any of you when you see how people treat others here, right? And then if somebody responds to it with, I don't even match their energy with it, yet I'm the problem. I'm the one who's bad and unhinged and being a bully. Right. Okay. Well, I challenge you to find anything I said bad about Dorothy prior to the date that she turned on me. I challenge you to find those things, because I'm sure you could find somebody that would want to throw me under the bus and give you those screenshots, right? I mean, they don't exist, but I'm sure you could ask around. You won't find anything because it doesn't exist. So really, if we're gonna go back and forth and we're really gonna play this game as to who started what, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, in this case, I'm absolutely certain that Dorothy was first here. I didn't make that first move. That shot wasn't fired by me first. That didn't happen. But I guess she's convinced it did, or she just likes chaos so much. I mean, whatever. I'm not even going to pay her any mind. I really don't care about anything that she does at this point. She wants to be in chats and talk shit. I mean, when she gets back up on her channel and starts talking shit some more, then we can have a conversation about it. But that's the last time I'm going to address it. And I'm not addressing her directly. I'm addressing her goons who, for whatever reason, still like her. Not really sure what kind of person would enjoy Dorothy at this point. But, I don't have the answers to everything in the world. I was going to do the would you rather stuff, but I'm not sure how to do it, especially if I don't have a whole lot of people here, which is understandable. I understand that. But I found some really good ones, and I had some YouTube related ones. Where is it? I had a really good one. Crap. Some of these actually do have some of these do have an actual what is it? A right answer, if you ask me, if you think about it logically. So I don't know if that's the point of this, but oh my god, I know I did this. I know I dog-eared some of these pages. Where is it? Um, that's some of these are weird. Some of these are really weird. Like, and some of them are like simple things. Like, would you rather win a lifetime supply of your favorite candy or movie tickets? I would want candy personally. I would personally like a lifetime supply of candy rather than movie tickets because I couldn't tell you the last time I went to the movies. So that wouldn't get done that often. And some of these are, interested. It's like, would you rather spend a day wearing wet jeans or shoes that are two sizes too small? Actually, that's a tough one. I don't know. I don't know what I'd rather. I don't know. I have this weird thing. Like, if my pants feel too tight, I don't like that. But then again, wet shoes are like a recipe for blisters. So, yeah, Gary, I'm with you. Candy, hands down. That I would make good use of the candy. In terms of movie tickets, probably not. Um, Yeah, some of these like clearly look like they have a like an answer. Like, would you rather win a lifetime supply of clothes from one store or $500 to spend in any store you wanted? I think yeah, wet jeans or small shoes. Yeah, yeah, ouch on both, right? That's what I said, Amber. Um, if some of us just shop at like one place, I guess, but I don't know. I think I'd want lifetime supply of clothes from one store. I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one too. Because my taste has changed so much over the past couple of years. Like only 3 years ago, I probably shopped mostly at like Hot Topic. I'm not gonna lie. Like my classic look was just like jeans, my studded belt with a band T-shirt or like a horror movie shirt and like Converse. That was like my look, and it hadn't changed until really I turned 30 a couple years ago, and now I kind of just wear jeans and like a black T-shirt most of the time. Yeah, wet jeans. Yeah. I think I'd probably rather wear wet jeans than t-shirt. Um, yeah, because my feet, I get blisters so easily, and I feel like that's just a recipe for really bad blisters, and I'm not here for it. I hate blisters. Um, let's see. Here's a good one. Would you rather have the ability to communicate with animals or choose 10 people's minds you could read at any time you want? I'd want to communicate with animals. I'd want to communicate with animals because I don't think I'd want to read anybody's mind. I'm one of those people who like if I'm nervous about like or if I don't know somebody, I'm afraid. I like not afraid, but I have hesitation to even click on a text message when it's a response that I'm nervous about, or like even an email for that matter, if it's something that I'm like, have anticipation or anxious about. So I don't think I'd ever have like the guts to actually read somebody's mind. So I don't think I'd even ever use it, even though that would be nice to have sometimes, so I don't make an idiot of myself. Um, I'm usually a pretty good judge of how people feel about me, even if I don't express it. Um, just because I don't say anything about things and just because I don't call it out doesn't mean I don't know. Like, I'm not an idiot. I'm not stupid. I see things for how they are. And if people know, but I'm not dumb. I'm not completely unaware and oblivious to what goes on around me and how people feel about me. I just choose to react accordingly. If I sometimes it's not worth my time or energy to even address it. That's just how I feel in my life in general. Sometimes it's better to just be like, yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna accept that this person doesn't like me, and we're just gonna move on. Um, that's gross. This is a gross one. Would you rather lick a toilet bowl in a public restroom or a handrail at Disney World? I'd rather lick a handrail at Disney World. I don't think I would ever want to lick a toilet bowl in a public restroom. That's disgusting. Yeah, I would love to communicate with animals. I already feel like I have like a connection with them. Although, like I said, just send like vibes to Domino and tell him to come home so I know that he's alive. Like he doesn't have to come inside. I know it's warm out and he doesn't want to, but I would love to just see him to know he's still around. Because that's not helping with my stress level right now. Um, yeah, because like I said, I've had the worst day ever, and I'm sorry if I'm like off tonight. I meant to come on here and be more fun and entertaining and exciting, but it's hard to be entertaining and exciting when your entire world is upside down and you're just heartbroken, but that's cool. Let's see. Some of these are just stupid. Like, would you rather take a ride on a magic carpet or a flying broomstick? Like, what the fuck? I think this one's for kids, honestly. But some of them were good. Let's see. Some of these are just weird. Let's see. Let's see. Where are some other ones that I thought were actually kind of interesting? Oh, this is weird. So would you rather share a sleeping bag with a non-venomous snake or sleep in a small room with an angry wasp? I would rather I would rather have a snake in my sleeping bag. I don't like wasps or bees. I know that's ironic, but I'm allergic to bees. Hi, Kid Bailey. If I missed anybody else coming in, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up. And Gary, and I appreciate that. That's why I'm coming on here. I didn't want to let anybody down and not come on and talk for a little bit at least. Before I go and eat dinner. But yeah, because I know people don't like it if I cancel my lives. But I know people understand. But at the same time, I figured if I came on and talked, I'd feel a little bit better. Because this is a lot of the time, like for me, this is my connection. I like hanging out with you guys. You guys are like my people. And I feel like I've gotten to know many of you pretty well. As well as you can know somebody on the internet anyway. Like some of these I don't even, these have to be for kids. Oh, this one's easy. I mean, obviously this one's very, would you rather drink a cow's milk directly from its udders or take a bite of honey straight from a beehive? Crown of all, it's my personal life. Just my entire world just got turned upside down today, and I have to figure out where to go from there. I have to figure out where I'm going. Honestly, I don't want to cry in here. Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. It was. I mean, it's not like I didn't see it coming, but it's not stress that I needed right now, especially with everything the way it is. It's like good luck finding somewhere to live, I don't know. Like you can't find a 1-bedroom apartment here for less than $1,000 a month, let alone a 2-bedroom. So, but that's not neither here nor there, nor any of your problem. Some of these are stupid. I don't want to come on here and be depressing. That is not why I want to come on here. Again, neither you've had milk from, really? I've never had that. But then I was thinking to myself, you know what? It makes sense because if it's from a beehive, there's going to be bees in there. So if there's bees in there, I don't think I'd want to take a bite directly from it. So yeah, I'd say neither. I would say neither too. Oh, here's an interesting one. This is a good one for today. Would you rather be celebrated for an achievement that wasn't yours or watch another person take credit for something you accomplished? Well, I watch people take credit for things that I accomplish almost every day. So I don't know. I think I'd rather have that though, because I wouldn't want to be, I don't like lying. I don't like deception. So you know what? No, I don't think I would want to take credit for something that wasn't actually my achievement. But it sure as hell sucks to have other people take credit for your shit. I'm telling you, it sucks and I hate it. And it happens to me far too often. Yeah, I am their queen. So you know what? Maybe they won't bother me, Gary. Maybe they won't bother me. That'll be good. Oh my God. Some of these are weird. Like, would you rather get locked in a porta potty overnight or a school locker? I would say porta potty. And you want to know why I would say porta potty is because like a locker, I would be too claustrophobic for that. I couldn't do that. I would go crazy. I would lose my effing mind. I don't like small spaces at all. And I think I'd rather just like not breathe through my nose in a porta potty overnight than be stuck in a locker. Yeah, Mimi, I hate that when somebody else takes credit for something that you did. Or if somebody else it does the same thing that, it's a whole thing. But it happens in my life all the time, like at work. Like I would do something and then other people would take credit for it and they got like, everyone's praising them. I'm like, but I did that. What did you do? You didn't do anything. But then I don't say anything. So, I should be more assertive. I think I'd be a very scary person to a lot of people if I started to be assertive. Um, oh my. Would you rather your bedroom smell like the inside of a sweaty gym sneaker or raw sewage? I'd rather have the gym sneaker. I think I'd rather have the gym sneaker. I don't know about any of you, but raw sewage is disgusting, and I feel like that just scream. Well, they both scream bacteria, so I don't know. I don't know. Both of them are a hard pass from me, if I'm honest. Um, I'm trying to just find. Oh, Chicory, thank you for being here, buddy. That makes me happy. Oh, he knows when I'm sad. He knows when cats are very, very. My dog was very clingy to me today too, because she knows when something's wrong, and she's being very good. Would you rather have a photographic memory or psychic abilities? Well, what do the psychic abilities do? That's my question. Like, if I had a photogenic memory, I mean, then I could probably remember. Like, if I'm writing a paper and I'm trying to use an article to reference, and I have to switch back to it after every word because I can't even, like, my brain doesn't work like that. I can't remember any. I have great long term memory, but not short term. It's strange. Um, but I guess psychic abilities, because I mean, it'd be nice to be able to be able to get the remote from across the room without having to get up. Or go turn the light off when I'm in bed and don't feel like getting up to turn the light off. I don't know. Yeah, claustrophobic, so nope to both. That would be my answer, Amber. But if I had to choose, if I absolutely had to choose, that would be it. But oh, this is an interesting one. I don't know because both these would interest me. Would you rather explore the inside of an ancient pyramid or the inside of a cave that contains prehistoric paintings? I think the pyramid. I always wanted to go to the pyramids, and that was always supposed to be a family trip, but we never went. And it's definitely on my bucket list of things that I'll probably never do. Psychic isn't that fun? Well, okay, I see what you mean if it's in that context. Yeah. Hi, Jeep. Um, yeah, lottery ESP. That would be good. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I think I'd have to choose the pyramid because like I'm fascinated by ancient Egypt. I find that stuff fascinating. So yeah, I was gonna say, Jeep, I hadn't seen you, and it is good to see you. Hi, Blue October. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Would you rather know all of history or have the ability to predict the future? I'd want to know all of history. I don't want to predict the future. The future freaks me out. Hey, Michelle. Oh no, it's okay. I know that you're dealing with your own fiasco right now, so I don't blame you at all. I know yeah, I know you're gonna be feeling that tomorrow. I'm telling you, Michelle, you are. I don't know if you care if I say it publicly, but yeah, you're not gonna be able to sleep on that side. And I hope your finger feels better. But oh, dental work, yeah, dental work's the worst. I had my entire mouth gum grafted, like my entire mouth, and it was something. I did it in like two different time periods. I got one done and then the other done later on, but my wisdom teeth was a disaster. Dental work is no fun. Yeah, I'd want to know all of history. I want to know like about the dinosaurs, and I want to know like what really happened in the past. I would love to know that. I don't care. I don't want to know about the future. I think we need to learn from the past to be able to have a better future. Okay, so if Michelle's okay with me saying it, yes, Michelle cut her hand open, and had to go and get it glued back together and then get a tetanus shot. And those tetanus shots are painful. One of the worst ones. And if I remember it, it's one of the worst ones. The other worst one that I remember is, I don't know if this was just local to me or if this happened wherever you guys were. But when back in like the 90s, I remember all of the water fountains, or what we call here in Rhode Island bubblers, were they were putting masking tape over them and like sectioning them off so nobody could use it because there was a meningitis outbreak. And we all had to go to like the community center and get a meningitis vaccine. And I remember it being one of the most painful ones I ever had to get, and I'm still traumatized to this day from it. Yeah, that was a bad one. But would you rather cut your hand or get a tetanus shot? Cut my hand. Some of these, I think we're allowed to say, I don't even care. Some of these vaccines are painful. I'm telling you, I remember the other one that was really bad was the Gardasil one. It was the one for HPV, and my mom dragged me to go get. It was a series of 3 of them, and after I turned 18, they had to like bribe me to go and get the last one because they were so painful. Um, I was like so traumatized by it. I swore I never get like never get flu shot. I never get any of them because I'm terrified of it. Um, Although I have recently because I feel like it's the right thing to do, but that's the only reason. Um. Oh, ew. Would you rather pop a stranger's pimple or rub cream on their rash? Oh, gross. Hi, Joseph Perception. I don't know if I could decide on that one. That's gross. I mean, I have this thing where I don't know if anybody else has a guilty pleasure of watching like the Dr. Pimple Popper. I'm not gonna lie, I've watched my share of those videos in my lifetime. And I don't know why, because they're so gross. But I've also seen people's rashes that they have, and I don't know if I'd want like, can I wear rubber gloves? If I can wear rubber gloves, maybe like 2 layers of them. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I'd say the cream, um, with rubber gloves. I don't know if I'd want to pop a stranger's pimple, although no, I don't think I'd want to do that. They don't want me doing that either. I have nails on me. You do not want that. Ew. Oh God. Okay, would you rather find a stranger's hair in your meal after you've eaten most of it, or a dead insect in the dessert you almost finished? I'd rather have a dead insect. I don't know. I don't know. People's hair, it depends. Like what part of the body is the hair from? That is a factor that needs to be considered here. And how big is the bug? Like, is it like a cockroach from Natasha's house, or is it like, a tiny little ant or something? Like, they eat grasshoppers, and some people eat grasshoppers. I've seen them, you know, uh, have like I've seen them at the farmers market. Honestly, I saw them at the farmers market with like all these different seasonings on them, and it was ugh, ugh. I've been told it's not terrible, but I'm not going to be eating that anytime soon. That's not going to happen. Let's see. Like some of these are just silly. Like, would you rather live in a house made entirely out of cheese or crackers? Crackers, duh. Or else it's like, the cheese that doesn't go bad. I wouldn't want to live in a house of stinky cheese. I'd rather live in like a house made of crackers. Thank you very much. Just my opinion. Let's see. Some of these are. Would you rather time travel to a day 100 years ago or a day 100 years in the future? Ooh, that's a tough one. Hi, Rody Gal, welcome. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want. Hey, 80s girl. I don't know if I'd rather. Oh, I think I could do both. I don't know. Probably 100 days. Was 100 days in the past or 100 years? 100 years ago. I don't know. I'd almost rather go to the past. Like, I'm so not optimistic about the future these days that you've left a public pool because there's a hair that wasn't yours. There was a hair that wasn't mine on me. Oh, well, it might have been mine. I don't know. But I was eating a bag of chips, and all of a sudden, I felt like there was like something on my hand, like tickling, and there was a hair, and I was like, oh my God, did that come out of the bag of chips? Because it didn't look like my color hair. So I was a little bit concerned by that. That was a little weird. I thought NC was a cockroach. Just saying. There are a lot of pests on this platform. I'll tell you that right now. A lot of them. A lot of sneaky snakes and pests, and yeah, I'll like to experience the past as long as you can come back, of course. Yeah, me too. Me too. I agree with you 100% on that. I don't want to get stuck anywhere. Where are? Oh my God! Look at this light is so. Oh boy. Would you rather wake up at a sleepover to discover your friends cut your hair into a mohawk or shaved off both of your eyebrows? I'd rather have a mohawk, thank you very much. My eyebrows still haven't recovered from the early 2000s. I have a hard enough time trying to grow them back in. I do not want them. I do not want them all, shaved off my face. Thank you very much. I have not done the After Dark ones yet, Michelle, and I might do that for its very own live. Um, because I have not eaten yet, but I do have sandwiches today. I have a turkey sandwich to eat today, and I'm very excited to eat it. Yeah, you'd rather have your eyebrows shaved off, really, Blue October? Oh, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I think I could rock a mohawk, though. I mean, there's no shame in my game. I'd make it work. I'd make it work. It wouldn't flatter my face at all, I'll tell you that. It would look pretty bad. But what's the harm? I don't get out much these days. Let's see. Oh God. Michelle, you and I can relate to this, considering like you and I both have like experience with these weird neck rash things. I'm sorry. I know that like you had that before. Like a couple months ago, you were telling me that like your neck was super itchy, and now I showed you that mine is super itchy, and it's like I don't know if it's from a sunburn peeling or what, but I know you had like a bad allergic reaction. But what you can appreciate this. Would you rather hear a loud ringing sound in your ears for the rest of your life, or have an itch that never goes away even when you scratch it? I'd rather have a ringing noise, I think, because yeah, the itching. You've talked about it publicly. Okay, good. Because sometimes things come out of my mouth before I think about it, and and I don't realize that like it's something that somebody was like, Emma, I really would prefer if you didn't say that out loud and like in front of an audience. But would you rather donate to a Natasha Cooper fund or contribute to Satan? That is a good question, Gary. I think I'd rather contribute. I think everybody knows my answer to that. I was trying to think of a good comparison of would you rather listen to Natasha Cooper hum for like a certain amount of time or listen to Dorothy yell and scream or whatever she does? I mean, would you rather be stuck in a car with Dorothy or Natasha? That is, there's a lot of pros and cons you could weigh about all of those. Yeah, the ringing I've heard could drive you crazy too. My mom has the same thing. Yeah, my mom had an issue with that as well, and it's maddening, I heard. So I'll throw you something you haven't dealt with. Yeah. I don't know who I'd rather be in a car with, Dorothy or Natasha. I really don't know. How about neither? Thanks. Both of their voices are like chalk, like fingernails on a chalkboard, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, even my phone's telling me to go to bed. Let's see. What? Some of these are weird. Some of these are like, why? Let me find a good one. Dun dun dun. Ew. We could do one about like Natasha's makeup. I don't know. Would you rather put your retainer back in your mouth after it fell into the cafeteria garbage can or eat a sandwich out of a dumpster? Oh, how about neither? Hi, Loki's mom. How about neither? I'd rather not. Ugh. I think I'd rather put the retainer back in my mouth if I had to choose. But that's a tough one. I don't like either of those. Those are both sound equally disgusting. That's just my opinion. Let's see. Yeah, neither. Hi, Audrey. That is a big neither for me. I'm trying to read these. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, no. Let's see. What the heck? I gotta find a good one. Some of these are just silly though. Let's see. We already did that one. I think we already did that one. Of course, people start doing with their fireworks. We already did that one though. Let's see. Bear with me, guys. Ew, who comes up with these? Like, would you rather lick a slimy slug or have a camel lick the inside of your mouth? What? Hi, Coco. Good to see you. I don't know if I'd rather have either. Camels have weird tongues too. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I feel like we should do some of the adult ones, but I don't. Let's see. The adult ones are like very adult, and I don't want to put anybody off. So, let's see. Like, what is this? Would you rather get spit on by a llama or pooped on by a cow? I'd rather get spit on by a llama, thank you very much. I don't think anybody wants to be pooped on by a cow. What the fuck? No, thank you. Oh, ew. Would you rather use a stranger's toothbrush to brush your teeth or another person's used tissue to blow your nose? I think another person's used tissue. if I had to choose. If I had to choose, all of these things that have to like do with sharing something with somebody though, that's like so disgusting. And some of these are like I don't even know if I. Some of these would be easy for me, but um, ooh, would you rather have the ability to be invisible whenever you choose, or the power to make other people disappear at your command? I think I would like to be invisible, but I'm sure a lot of people would like to just be like, poof, you're gone, you're gone, you're gone. But it would just make people invisible or disappear. So technically, there's no harm done if you're just making them disappear. You mean Natasha? 80s girl, that's fair. I allow that here. That's fine. We're all thinking it. So we're all thinking it. Um, would you rather be a passenger on the first commercial flight to Mars or a passenger on the first public bus tour of Area 51? As fascinated as I am with space, and more specifically Mars, I would be terrified to go to space. Like, it is actually one of my worst fears. Because it is like something so beyond like your control. Like when you're there, anything can happen. Hi, Missy K. And you like we don't know. There's so many unknown. I have to have control over things, and unfortunately, I don't think that would give me much. But I would love to. Oh, commercial flight to Mars. Oh, okay. And then I'd pick Mars. I'd pick Mars, 100%. If it's a commercial flight, and by commercial flight they mean like, like a flight to Dallas or something. I don't know. Let's see. No to space travel. Yeah. I don't know. It makes you wonder though about how people like, my grandfather's 103 years old, and it makes you wonder how people his age felt about airplanes. I know some people that were like when I went to visit him, like his group of friends that were still afraid to go on an airplane because it was just that they're in their 80s at that point or 90s at that point in time, and they were still afraid to go on an airplane because it was so novel. Like imagine how much change in technology somebody who's 103 has seen in their lifetime. That's insane. It makes me wonder how much I'm going to see in mine. Um, you'll go on the same rocket as Elon. Yeah, they don't want to lose him, or do they though, Rodigal? Or do they? I feel like he's like I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on Elon Musk, to be honest. He just exists. I don't know much about him. Um, let's see. Would you rather have your face added to Mount Rushmore or receive a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Duh, Hollywood Walk of Fame. I don't want my face being shown out on a mountainside. I don't even want my face shown on the internet, let alone like the giant mountain. Hi, Christine. I don't think I would like that at all. Plus, that's like, no. Has anyone actually been to Mount Rushmore here? I've never been. I always forget it exists. I know it was like on the list of places that, had my life taken a very different path and, with my family. And had I not been, not living at home since 14, I know that was on the list of places my mom wanted to go with like as a family trip, but I've never seen Mount Rushmore. That's in Idaho? Is that in Idaho? Pretty sure that's in Idaho. You have 80s girl? That's cool. I definitely haven't. There's definitely a lot of things I haven't seen that I want to. Would you rather open your backpack to find a rotten banana or expired bologna? I'd say a rotten banana, because although bologna is like super cured meat, right? Like that's like that probably wouldn't smell that bad if it went bad. I don't know. I've never had either rotting in a bag for a really long time. You have bad motion sickness. I do. I get car sick really easily. But I'm fine on like things like an airplane and whatnot. Yeah, I'd like to go too. There's a lot of places I'd like to go. I've been to the Grand Canyon, which was an amazing experience, and I'd love to go back. And I'll never admit that to my parents that I enjoyed that trip at all. I was 19 and my parents we went on a trip to Las Vegas and then the Grand Canyon. And when we went to Grand Canyon, I was still I was 19, so I was still a teenager. And, my parents were like, isn't this awe-inspiring and beautiful? And I'm like, it's okay. But really, I thought it was awe-inspiring and beautiful. That's the truth, just saying. I feel like that was a lot of things from when I was growing up. I'm like, it's all right. That's cool, Magic Man. You can be allergic to me. I don't mind. Let's see. I'm not in the mood to deal with nonsense today, so we'll deal with that accordingly if I have to. Um, why can't I find the one that I looked at yesterday? It was really exciting. Would you rather drink a magical potion that gives you superhuman strength or speed? I think strength. I mean, I know, Blue October. I know. Yeah. Thank you, Michelle. I saw them earlier elsewhere. Um, I don't know what I did to deserve trolling today, but that's okay. Um, or at all. Or else you're a Dorothy person, which I don't think they are. I think I'd want strength because speed, I don't know what I would do with speed though. Like well, I don't know. That's a tough one. I don't really care about either. So some of these are really stupid. Would you rather be a character in a movie or a book? Probably in a book. Party gal. Oh god. Oh, is he? That's interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't know that Loki's mom. Okay. Interesting. The only Natasha person that I've had like come into my chat at any point in time that I can remember that was a man, I think, was our friend Michael Portnoy, who has been everywhere. And this was a long time ago. Like, long time ago. That's the only one I can think of. There was a couple women. And then I have Dorothy people that like to come in and try to start stuff with me like I give a fuck about what they think about me, because I don't. Why would I care what a bunch of people like you are? Who anybody who appreciates Dorothy is not somebody I really care what they think about me. Thanks. Oh yeah, well, they're all making their rounds. I mean, they're bored. They don't have their queen, so. Although the queen seems to be going live in like the middle of the night and I guess deleting it afterwards. So I don't really know what that was about, nor do I care. Her content is the same thing every single day. I mean, it's so boring to even listen to now. All she does is come on and, you'll hear her talk shit about somebody, and then she'll talk about how these people are saying X, Y, and Z, and that, basically you'll listen to her hum and say the same shit over and over again and ask for money on the internet. It's like there's nothing else in her content. At least she used to be funny. Like, honestly, like I used to be able to listen to her content and like half enjoy it sometimes because it wasn't like, she'd make me laugh once in a while. Now it's just boring as hell. It's so predictable. I might, the live she does on a Monday is the same as she does on a Friday. But it's a formula that clearly works for her, and people still think that, I don't know why people continue to give her their money and stuff. I mean, I guess that's their choice. If they want to get scammed and used and taken advantage of, that's your choice to do that, I guess. But I don't know. I think it's pretty obvious, what she's after here. But what I don't like is when people do it at the expense of other people. If you want to make money on here, fine, but don't do it at the expense of other people and by manipulating and lying and just being a overall not great person. But who am I? Who am I? I don't know. I'm just jealous, apparently. Guess I'm just jealous. I don't know. Oh God, would you rather live in an apartment below professional yodelers or the drummer for a heavy metal band? I'd rather live with the yodelers, thank you very much. The drummers, I am telling you, would drive me crazy. I can't stand the drums. That was like my one instrument that like there's no way in hell I would ever buy. Whereas a drum set, like there is I walked one of the streets I walked down. Somebody in that house must play drums, and I don't understand how their parents don't lose their minds because you can hear it a block away. So I can't imagine that this kid's parents like, and he's good. Like, don't get me wrong, like he's talented, he's good at it. But it's noise and it's got that bass to it, so I can't not listen to it. Oh, Blue October. Oh, I don't know how you handle it. I can't. I fixate on sounds. Like I was freaking out earlier because my neighbors were playing loud music. at 10 o'clock at night and I can't unhear it. Like, even with my windows closed, I couldn't not hear it, and it bothers me because, like, I fixate on it, and then it makes me angry. So I put Shark Week on in the background, so I have that going right now, and I'm talking loud. Drumline in high school, so you're used to it? Yeah. I guess when I used to live in an apartment, or one of my, like, when I lived in an apartment complex, I'm sure my neighbors hated my guitar. I'm sure they did. I didn't even realize how loud I would play it, and they never complained though. So, good on them. Oh, would you rather drink dirty dishwater from the sink or someone else's bathwater? I don't know. That's a tough one. How about neither? Oh, I love Shark Week. If you have Discovery Plus, it technically starts tomorrow, but you have Discovery Plus. They have 3 documentaries out right now. One of them was filmed not that far from me, actually. Hi, Amanda. Not that far from me in Massachusetts on the Cape. Which I remember when that happened. A surfer, it was like a younger kid, got killed by a great white, and there's this whole debate on what to do about it. Whether we want to, you want to try to control the seal population because they were a protected animal, and after the 70s, their entire population has like quadrupled. And thank you for sharing. Brody Gal, you're killing me. Brody Gal's taking no shit today. No shit. And I love it. We're on the same page here. Yeah, that's right, Christine. Weirdo. Like, there's some real weirdos here, man. But some people think that because it affects they claim it affects the economy, when really the studies kind of show otherwise, where you can make an economy out of shark tourism, which I think would be really cool for them to use. But then I understand that not everybody, if you're in the restaurant business, although it could work, I don't know. There's points either way, so it's interesting. There's some people that are just they just want to kill all the sharks and the seals and get rid of them. But right now what we have is a healthy ecosystem, but I guess, I don't know, it's a tough situation. I don't have an opinion on it. I need to know more information. But it's called Great White Intersection, and it's on there right now. But the other one that I was watching, I don't know if any of you are American Horror Story fans, but the season 2 of American Horror Stories premiered, and it's on Hulu. It's not bad. It's pretty interesting. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, because the plot twist at the end is something that I think fans were really excited about. I'm going to say, though, my favorite season of it, my least favorite season is one of other people's favorite seasons, and people can fight me for that all they want. I don't like Coven. I didn't care for it. It is by far one of my least favorite seasons of American Horror Story, and I know people love it, but Ryan Murphy is just continuously bringing the witches back, and I'm like, no, I hate it. But whatever, we'll see where it goes. It was a good episode, the first one anyway. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he should. Yeah, Magic Madness Dalton. Could be, or is it Michael Portnoy? I don't know. Both of them, I see everywhere. There's another one that I see. Oh yeah, Natasha's Queen, or is Queen or something like that. Like, I always said, imagine naming yourself Natasha is my queen. That's weird. I wouldn't want, if I ever saw somebody with the name BeePlus is my queen, I would be genuinely concerned for their mental health. Although I have seen people with their names, with a fuck you B emojis in them, and that's fine. I'm honored about that. That means I'm bothering you. And if I'm bothering you, then I've done my job. Let's see. Would I rather be in a Sharknado or have to sleep in NC's recliner? Well, that's what Natasha said her mini chainsaw was for. Was so she, could do the Sharknadoes. So, maybe if she stashed one of those in like the crevices of the recliner, then I guess maybe you'd be all set. I guess Sharknadoes was like a real thing, though. I'm not even joking. Like, I guess there were these small sharks or something it was raining sea creatures. I think I had to have been in Florida. I don't remember, but it was in the news, and I know it wasn't like, dropping these huge sharks on the ground. Like, obviously, that's silly. That didn't happen. But to cut her hooves, I always said it was to cut, like, maybe areas on her body that haven't gotten attention in, quite some time, to get the hedge trimmers out. But, you know, I guess the world may never know because, the world doesn't want to know. So let's leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. Let's see. Here's one. Whatever happened to her cruise? Would you rather live on a cruise ship that always travels to new destinations or in a beachfront manor? I don't know, actually. I had a bad experience with, I had a really bad experience with cruise ships. I used to like cruises, and then I got really seasick on one, the last one I went on, and it's kind of put me off to them quite a bit. So I don't know. I'd almost just rather live on a beachside mansion, like by myself. Like, I love the beach. It's my happy place. I would love to go. I should go. I could go at any time I wanted. I mean, I live in the ocean state, so I should be able. I'll just go by myself. Or maybe Rody Gal will go with me sometime. Rody Gal, I am down to go to the King Tut exhibit though, so mark me as wanting to attend. I would love to go. Especially if it's like here, if it's downtown. That would be great. I would love to go. But yeah, definitely beachfront. I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to just because how many places can a cruise really go? I mean, it can go to like a couple destinations, like down like in like the Bahamas or Mexico or whatnot. I know they do cruises up to Alaska. I know they do cruises in like the Mediterranean over in Europe and stuff. But I know that you can't like cross the Atlantic in a cruise liner. Although maybe you could. I don't know the logistics. I don't boxers or briefs. I mean, I personally wear like boxers to bed, so I'm gonna go with that. They're really comfortable to wear to bed for me personally. But oh, good night, Amanda. Oh, cruises are claustrophobic to you. I agree, especially if you don't get a room with the window. I remember that I like personally paid extra just to get a room with. Oh, I bet you do like Amber Heard, Magic Man. That sounds really suiting for you. So you like, people that lie and scam and say their dogs step on bees. That sounds about right. I think that's an honest statement. Wow. At least I'm getting a laugh out of it. Yeah. I don't know. I love swimming. Swimming is like the one thing that doesn't bother my back. And like, I love swimming. That's okay. I'm not going to be on much longer, Rody Gal. I'm getting like, yeah, right. Loki's mom. Shocker. Doesn't shock me at all. That's okay though. That's okay. I wanted to come on and like, I didn't want to, I know you're joking around. I know. I don't take it seriously. I don't take anything a lot of people say seriously because, like I said, if you want to contact my family, you want to dox me, stick around and find out, see what happens. Like, you won't like the consequences because you won't just be dealing with me. You'll deal with somebody else that you don't want to deal with. I promise you that. You will be calling the wrong people's family. But there we go. There's that. So, I mean, I almost dare people, if people feel like that's what they need to do, then do it. I mean, I'll expose the fuck out of you if you do, because I know who you are. And I know I'm going to get off of here and there's going to be another email from you because you probably don't even realize you're emailing people. I know a lot of people know who this person is. We all know who this is. A real pest in the community. I'll tell you that. So yeah. There's three of them though, so I can't put the blame all on one person. I'm not gonna do that, but it's fine. I enjoy writing back. Sometimes if I'm in a really bad mood, I'll write a snarky response back like that because whatever. These people have no lives and whatever. I make videos because I can. Like, you come on YouTube and you want to call somebody out for bad behavior, you're welcome to do that. You want to make videos about my behavior? Please do. Make as many videos as you like. That's fair game. It's fair game. If I'm going to come on here and talk about somebody, that somebody makes videos about me. You're not going to hurt my feelings by making videos about me. That's cool. I just won't watch them. It's that simple. But the fact that you guys have the time to like sit down and write emails like that and make email addresses like, Granny Hates Emma, or I'm sorry, BeePlus, whatever. That fact that you sat down to make an account with that name is pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. I'm not the one over here doing that. So you can call me the obsessed one all you want. It ain't me. It ain't me that's obsessed. I don't sit around making email accounts saying shit like, what's the point? It makes you wonder how many email accounts this person has. I'm sure it's quite a few. But it's so stupid. It's just a joke. It's more annoying than anything else. But yeah, people have to, right, to make themselves feel better. And that's what I said. What a sad, lonely, hateful person you must be to spend your entire time, in your life when you could be spending it doing something productive. You're sitting here making emails of, granny hates B plus at gmail.com. So, I mean, that's cool though. It's saying, this many days till you're exposed. You will be exposed, B plus. All right. Well, go ahead and expose me. I don't know what you're planning on exposing. You can, go have fun. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. And whatever. I mean, I'm sure, maybe they could be creative and make something up. But if you do that, I'm going to ask you for receipts. And when you can't produce receipts, and especially these three people, everybody knows you're crazy. So nobody's going to believe a word you say anyways. So I'm not really worried about it. Your guys' credibility is out the window, and you know it because everybody knows. Everybody knows. So even if people do believe it, those people aren't people I want around me. If you want to believe what some stranger says without any proof or receipts on the internet, then by all means, you believe what you want about me. You can believe that I did whatever you want to think. Doesn't bother me whatsoever. Yeah, being exposed for what? Exactly, Loki's mom. That's what I said in my email back to them. That's literally what I said. Literally, I said, what was it? I've said, not sure what there is to expose about me, considering I have nothing to hide, no criminal record, no enemies in real life, unless you unless you plan to expose what an upstanding, well-educated, caring person I am. That's what there is to expose. I know these people know my last name, and that's fine. I don't really care. Google it all you want. Like I said, the worst thing you're going to find about me is a really old Twitter account that I locked myself out of that I made going through a bad breakup when I was 20 years old. And it's super emo, and, I have, like, these dark, depressing lyrics from, like, songs, and that's about it. You're welcome to share that, though. I'd get a kick out of it. You want to post all those tweets. We can make a day out of it. I'll pack a picnic lunch. We'll have a great time. Hi, Memphis Mama. I hope you're feeling better. What is this? Yes, Michelle, I will text you back in just a moment. Thank you, Loki's mom. And I know people see that. I know people see it. I know I don't need to prove anything to anybody. Like, name one thing that I've done that's, goes and crosses boundaries or limits. I don't think I have compared to, some of the people that are pointing the finger at me. That's the funny part is that. I know that there's still that narrative, although my understanding is that narrative was corrected, that I never, ever, ever trolled anybody under any names whatsoever. Like I've said 1,000 times, my only alt is Diane Fangboner, and or else that is one of your children or family members. I have not trolled, or I don't even troll. Sometimes I don't know, I use it for fun just to say hello to see what the reaction is when Diane Fangboner enters the chat. It's really what I use it for. It's not to troll people. I don't troll people. I don't have any time for that. I do not have time for that. I don't know who. Oh, I know these people do. Hold on. Yeah. Michelle, yeah, that's okay. That's okay. As long as people are behaving and just saying, that's fine. It's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind a little healthy trolling in here as long as it's not directed at another creator or people in my chat. That's my rule. You want to direct it at me? That's fine. You want to say random things? That's fine too, as long as it's not, bothering anybody else in the chat. Hi, Angela. That's my Magic Man. I know I have never had an issue with you in my chat. Oh. Okay. Although I did see you elsewhere. I've seen you elsewhere. So, just be respectful, and we won't have any problems. We'll be good. Everything's good. Hi, Amber. Oh my God, I didn't even recognize you. Did you change your picture? Or maybe you didn't, and I just don't notice things, and now I'm going to feel really bad if that's the case. But yes. Yeah, I know that sometimes people just say, like, I'll do it too sometimes, but like that's my only other account. And, to say that I would go in and troll Dorothy, why the fuck would I troll Dorothy? I don't need to troll Dorothy to, validate my own self-esteem and anything like that. I don't need to do that at all. I don't have the time for that, nor is she like a worthy cause of it. What does that get me? Honestly, what does that get me? Like, what benefit does that bring to me whatsoever? I don't need. Um, it could be Coco. I don't know. That's the mystery of it. That's the mystery. We might never know. Um, and I try not to either, Paige. I'm usually a pretty upfront person. I pick my battles well, but if I don't like you, I mean, I'm pretty vocal about it. If you ask me, I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I like you if I don't. That's it's kind of a flaw of mine. Is being a little too brutally honest sometimes. But I stand up for my friends. I'm a good friend. I'm a good friend, and if I go hard for people, sometimes the wrong people, but I've learned in life though, and I tend to have a pretty good pretty good judge of character in terms of who people are at their core. Um, which doesn't mean I agree with everything all the time, but I the friendships I do have are I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about like in real life. Like I do just about anything. I'll bend over backwards for the people that I care about. But that's you have to earn it. I don't. You have to earn it, and it's not that many people, but that's just who I am. Hold on. Oh my God, I had to take a cold shower before I came on here. It was bad. Like I was like, oh, it is so hot. And at least it's supposed to be like 2 degrees cooler tomorrow, 95 tomorrow. Which I know some of you Floridians and other people, out west and down south, don't kind of mock me for saying this. That 97 is deathly here, but it is. It's bad here. I'm not used to that. So I know you guys are like, well, it's like 104 here. And I'm like, okay, I can't compete with that. But just remember, I live up north, and I'm not used to this. And I just put the air conditioner in. I had to, and I'm dreading the electric bill. But here we are. So, um, actually, you know what? I forgot to turn it off today, so that's bad. I need to get better at turning it off when I'm not in that room, because that's just gonna rack up my bill. I am watching this thing about, yeah, I wish when I was in last time, I used to go to Cape Cod every summer with my ex-fiance and his family, and because they had a house down there, and I never saw any seals or sharks for that matter, but now I guess they're everywhere, and they weren't there back when I was there. I certainly didn't see any anyway, and I was in these places. I would love to see a shark, like a great white. I've seen sharks. I've scuba dived with like reef sharks, black tips, nurse sharks, lemon sharks. Um, probably others that I just never saw. Because I've scuba dived in the Florida Keys, Bahamas, Cozumel, Mexico. I love it. It's like my happy place. I enjoy it very much. And yeah, someday I'll see a great white shark. I might just go to Cape Cod next weekend or something, or not weekend. I'd rather go on like a weekday, so it's not like too crowded. I might do that. I'll go all by myself. I don't need anybody else. Might be nice to get away. Also want to drive up to Vermont at some point soon, and just like it's off season, so get like a hotel room for like $60 and then just hike or something. I used to spend a lot of time in Vermont. It's been a while, and I might do that. You're scared. Oh, orcas. Yes, Amber. Oh, I could talk for hours and hours and hours about orcas, and I don't know if like you're an audiobook person or anything like that, but I watched the documentary Blackfin, which was really sad, but a really great documentary. I didn't know a lot of that about that, but one of the trainers from SeaWorld, one of the guys that's featured in that documentary, wrote a book, which is super interesting. And I learned a lot about SeaWorld and like the fuckery that goes on. Um, and I listen to it probably once a year with on my like Audible, along with my like Mount Everest books, because Mount Everest also fascinates me, and for many reasons. But yeah, I didn't know a dork was that either. But I remember I learned that in like elementary school, and I never knew if it was true or not. But I guess it is. So yeah, orcas are really your bosses at SeaWorld during that incident. Oh my god, yeah, with Dawn something. Oh my god, why can't I remember her last name? But there's a great book. It's going to bother me if I don't remember the name of it. I don't know if anybody here reads or listens to Audible or whatever. I listen to Audible. Oh my god! So I'm gonna nerd out right now. Have any of you guys seen the trailer for the new Lord of the Rings TV show on Amazon? So when I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. When I was in high school, I used to wear a ball chain necklace with a replica of the One Ring that I got from like a book set at Borders around my neck, and I wore that until I lost it. And I know that a lot of people are like skeptical about the show, and of course I am too. So we'll see. We'll see what it turns out to be. I know that I've seen some still shots and pictures that didn't really sit right with me. They just didn't. I don't know. They weren't. They were. I wasn't impressed. But this new trailer that just came out is pretty badass, and I'm actually really excited about it now. But I just noticed that because I have the two dramatized for radio, Lord of the Rings, like the Fellowship of the Ring on here. So, and this is gonna bother me if I don't remember it. And it's gonna take me forever because I have so many books, and I'm probably gonna get frustrated and not find it. Let's see. There's a book called Orca that's good, but it's not that one. Beneath the Surface, it's called by John Hargrove. That's really good. It's a good one. Oh, you watch a bunch of Everest documentaries? Well, there's a book called The Third Pole, and obviously Into Thin Air by Oh my god, I'm gonna call him the wrong name, and it's gonna make me sound like an idiot. So I'm gonna look. He also wrote Into the Wild. John Krakauer. Really, really interesting. Really interesting stuff. A baby nurse shark come right up to you. Nurse sharks can be aggressive. It depends. I had to get out of the water snorkeling on the Keys once because of a nurse shark. Oh, you just ordered the book from John Hargrove? It's a great book. It's a great book. It's really interesting. I learned a lot about SeaWorld that I had no idea about, and he really does a good job of being in depth about like what got him into the profession and all the stuff that he saw. Like he's definitely a whistleblower in it, which I appreciate. Yeah, don't spearfish around sea lions. That is a great tip. Yep, I would never. Yeah, I wouldn't like a lot of these great white sightings are being seen by spearfishers. So I'm fascinated by sharks. Sharks, outer space, dinosaurs, ancient Egypt, you name it. I've probably like gone down a rabbit hole and like and like what is it? Oh god, hyper focused on. I have ADHD, so I hyper fixate on certain topics and then I move on. But oh my god, dude, you guys are killing me tonight. You are killing me tonight. You almost moray eel. Oh my god, those things creep me the fuck out. They creep me out so much. The eels. Oh yeah, quantum theory is really hard to understand, Gary. I have a hard time grasping a lot of that stuff. And I'm really smart, but that sort of stuff, like the science and stuff. No, Michelle, I totally understand. I'm not being the best host tonight either because I am trying to keep myself. You know what's going on. Rody Gal, I don't think I've told you what's going on, but I will tell you what's going on. But Michelle knows what's going on, so I'm in a place. Yeah, he was at SeaWorld for 14 years. Yeah, he was there for a while. He was also at one of the SeaWorld like affiliates over in, I believe, Paris or somewhere in France. But yeah, he did a great job with the book. I mean, it kept my interest, and it's not that easy to hold my interest all the time, especially with books. So it definitely sucked me in. I couldn't stop listening to it. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, guys, I didn't want to come on here and like be a total downer, so I did my best to be upbeat, and you guys always cheer me up and make me make me happy and make me smile. So I really appreciate you guys for that. But I did have like a whole show planned, and I have a Would You Rather, but it's the adult version, and I got it today. So we're gonna have a good time with that because some of these questions are something. But I have answers for all of them in case anybody's interested in how I feel about a lot of these things. But I'm definitely gonna have to. I'm definitely gonna have to. Who would like that? Would you rather be a cheat or be cheated on? That's a tough question. Nobody likes either one. Nobody. That's a question I'm not answering. I'm gonna stay quiet about that one. But some of these questions are really really funny. And I'm excited to do them, but I do want to do like a disclaimer about it because since I have traveled, what was the favorite place to go? My favorite place that I've been is Japan. And I didn't appreciate it at the time. Like I said, my dad was doing a lecture tour, and he decided that the one um, requirement he had to go do it because it was such a long, it was like a whole summer, was if he could bring the family, which was my mom, me, and my sister. And, we all went, and I didn't appreciate it at the time at all. Oh, I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, Loki's mom. Did you see my bookshelf that I posted? I am probably one of the biggest Harry Potter fans you will ever meet in your entire life. I don't think there are many more that can meet my. I actually just bought the screenplay for the Dumbledore Secrets of Dumbledore today. I don't know when it came out, but it came up in my I recommend every book. And if you're a Harry Potter fan, Loki's mom, one of my clients that I do social media work for and digital marketing and whatnot has a oh yeah, Into the Wild's great too. Yeah, I love John Krakauer. Um, I'm gonna plug him at some point, probably my next live, because his series that he's writing, it's great, and I can't recommend it enough. I have not been that enthralled in a book series since probably Harry Potter. Or I also like Philip Pullman's his Dark Materials. So like the Golden Compass, Amber Spyglass, Subtle Knife. It's not in that order. Subtle Knife's in the middle. But I was always a huge fan of that too. I'm a huge nerd. You'll come to find. So yeah, Into the Wild was great. It is sad. That I know that a lot of people go and visit that school bus. I think it's still there in Alaska, and you can go visit the school bus that he died in. But it's Alexander Supertramp. I always thought that'd be a great alt name. I almost named myself Alexander Supertramp at one point. I'm not gonna lie, because I thought it was like the funniest thing in the world. I was like, that's a great alter ego. I am here for it. But I decided on Diane Fangboner instead. Although perhaps I'm gonna have to do an Alexander Supertramp too. So if you see me trolling under Alexander Supertramp, then that's me too. It's certainly not Dorothy's Children or anybody's children. Why the fuck would I do that? I'm not a piece of shit. I don't do shit like that. I don't have the time or the desire. It is still there. Yeah, I watched the movie last summer actually, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it because I had never seen it. It had never. I don't know if I didn't know what it's about. I thought it was like an older movie. You know what I mean? Like I didn't realize John Krakauer was like a recent thing. I always thought of Into the Wild as like one of those books that you had to read in high school that was like really old and like boring. And I never read it. And then I've learned that that's certainly not the case. And I was very very ill informed, and I'm glad I did read it. I'm very glad I did. But yes, Michelle's gonna scold me because I haven't eaten, and I do have a turkey sandwich waiting for me, calling my name. Oh, your son likes Japan? Yeah, Japan was great. I wish I had appreciated it more. It's definitely culture shock, but it is some of the nicest people you will ever meet in your life. Like, there's definitely a whole attitude of it's very on the go, especially in the cities like Tokyo. Um, but everybody is so friendly. And I can't tell you how many people, and I know that like, this is like something you hear about, but you don't believe how many people wanted to take a picture with me or my family. It was really strange. I've never experienced anything like it just because we were American. And there's, especially with the younger, there's a fascination with American culture, which, makes sense because we have a fascination with their culture too. So, you know, I don't know, but I had never experienced anything like that, especially my dad. But like, I don't know. It was definitely an experience, and I don't like the food, so I lost a lot of weight. I actually can thank my Japan trip for, actually thinning out as a teenager, because I was always pretty pudgy until then. And then I've been kind of either, skinny to average since. But yeah, Miss EK, it's a great book. I hope people enjoy it. I really enjoyed it, and it's hard to please me. So yeah, I should go eat before it's midnight. But I thank you guys so much for stopping by. I didn't know if people would stop by, especially with me being such a Debbie Downer today. I can't help it. I can't help it. But you guys cheered me up, which I really appreciate more than anything. You guys know. And I'll probably be on more because I'm going to need a distraction more than anything right now to keep me sane. Yeah. Oh, it was removed by the state? Oh, because at last I checked, like that doesn't surprise me. I feel like I read that somewhere, and I couldn't remember. But people, you used to be able to go take a picture in that. Why do they have to get rid of all the cool stuff? I guess where somebody died shouldn't be like a landmark for that thing, but it's not about that. It's more about the story behind it, not so much the because I know there are some people that'll go take pictures there because somebody died. I mean, it's definitely a form of tourism. I can't say that I haven't participated in, but it's not because of that. I mean, entirely because of that. It's got a story behind it too. But yeah, thank you all so much for stopping by, and I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys make me happy, and you guys keep me sane, and I'm gonna need it more than ever going forward because I am at a loss as to what I'm gonna do. Yeah, you know. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say about that. But, my whole world is upside down at the moment. But hopefully it works out for the best. And thank you, Red Door Woman. Always a pleasure to have you. Hi, Melissa Jade. I am just about to get off of here. But hello. If I missed anybody saying hello, you guys know I don't ever intend to do that. I try to say hi to everybody, but sometimes I'm like, thank you, Sugar Beet. And I appreciate the positive feedback. It really makes me happy. I hope everybody liked my video. It helps me get in the algorithm. It's a really easy way to help me out there, which I always appreciate. If you're not subscribed to my channel, I have to go through the song and dance. Please hit that subscribe button. I do have a lot of stuff like planned that I want to do here, and I very much plan to do all of it. So I've got a lot of fun stuff that hopefully you guys like, but if not, that's cool too. But sometimes some of you like listening to me talking for hours on end. I think that's part of my charm. But I hope everybody has a great night, and I will probably see you guys tomorrow night.